So, Honorable, as you were saying, that moment of brilliance is what changed the paradigm of the match between us and
Yes,
Liverpool.
what I was saying here is that Liverpool had a moment of brilliance which they converted to a goal. Credit to Zoboslai because that shot was one for the ages. Say what you may, give him credit for taking a fantastic free kick, which resulted in a goal. It happened in the 84th, 83rd or 84th minute
It's a third,
roundabout.
yeah.
So, and by that time, it was difficult for us to mount a very serious challenge again against Liverpool because they knew it was coming to the end of the match
The match.
and they defended that goal very well. But if we had taken our chances earlier, maybe it would have been a different game. But that was the difference in that match. So, but this is a match between two people who are vying for the championship. So it would have been anybody's game. Fortunately, it was their game, and it was at Anfield. So you give credit to Liverpool for standing up against us and having a goal and defended that goal very well. But having said that, you cannot berate our players for not putting up a good performance on that day. Remember, Saliba came down in the third or fourth minute, and then Mosquera came in immediately, was thrown into the fire. Imagine a player coming in for the first time playing against the champions. But he held his own during that match and didn't commit errors that would have led to goals. So you look at it, yes, the team performed. Again, how did we concede the free kick? It was Zubimendi trying to recover a ball that ended in a foul because of the way he went to tackle. So you look at the game overall and look at the possession percentage. And I think it's a 40, 47, 48, 51, or 52, 47, roundabout.
No, it wasn't much.
It wasn't much.
Yeah.
So it was an even game. It was a game of two halves. First half we played well. Second half they played well. So it was a game of two halves. These are two. It was like a battle of the titans,
I like that.
you know.
Battle.
So anybody could have won the game. Yes, Liverpool. I give them credit for winning that match, but that was not enough to say Arsenal are not performing. No, against the best, but to be the best, you have to beat the best anyway.
Okay, to be the best, you just have to be the best because playing against Liverpool, who are currently the Premier League title defenders. Now, Arsenal will be going to Spain to play against Atletico Bilbao, a club side that played for the first time during the Asian Cup, and Arsenal was able to defeat them. But somehow, this is going to be a different ball game because we're going to be playing in front of the Spanish fans, and Arsenal will be looking at proving doubt is wrong going to Spain because they're going to show us if they are ready to mount a title challenge in the current European Champions League competition. Because this is a competition that bantering fans will always say, have you won it? You've not won it. Go and win it before you can talk to us. Tell us, do you think that with this team that we have and with the tactical strength of our coaching crew, do we have any looking into this competition this season?
I believe so. And now we're going to Bilbao. This is the home of our coach. He came from Bilbao, and it's for him. It's like a homecoming. Now, that aside, I think we have a team to compete against any of the Champions League team this season.
Hmm.
And our defenders are familiar with most of these players that are playing against. Forget the fact that we play them in the Asian Cup. I don't consider that. It's a completely new challenge because this is a more competitive game.
Yeah.
And Bilbao will want to announce their presence in the Champions League.
True.
And they are playing at home. So they'll want to let their fans know that we are not only here to participate, but we're here to compete.
Yeah.
But we also have the responsibility of proving that, hey, we are Arsenal. We've been here before and we're still here to stay. So I think it's going to be a beautiful game. It's going to be a very tough one. But at the end of the day, I believe we can get the better of them.
Okay, having the better of them will depend on the tactical approach we're going to approach the match with. So, looking at the way our team is now, how do you think Mikel Arteta should line up a formidable team that can go to Bilbao and come return with a victory?
In the absence of Saliba now,
Yes,
we can play Mosquera and
Magalhaes,
Magalhaes. And then you have
Timber.
Timber or Ben White on the right. You have Calafiori and Luis Kelly on the left. I don't know the state of fitness of Incapi. I don't know because I've not seen him play in a competitive game since he come to our team. But we also have Zubimendi, you have Merino, you have Declan Rice, all of them in the middle. You have Nwaneri. So I mean, but if you ask me, Zubimendi and Merino and Rice might be a good combination in that middle, in the middle of the park.
Do you want to see us playing 3 DMs again?
Not 3 defensive midfielders. What you want to do is, mind you, somebody like Rice can play in a more advanced role in the absence of Odegaard. I'm assuming here that Odegaard will not be fit. But you have Eze, who can come into play number 10. The role that is now available because of Odegaard's absence, he can play in that 10 role, which is his traditional role. And I think he can perform well in that role. So if you have him, you have Rice, and you have Zubimendi, then you cannot play Merino and Gyökeres up front. He can also score goals.
True.
Because he has been trying that for quite some time now, and I mean it's working for him. So if you have people like Trossard, you have Madueke, you have Gyökeres, I think we have a team to beat Bilbao.
So there's only one area that you've not mentioned, the goalkeeping position.
Of course, Raya.
Raya.
I don't think there is anybody to contest the idea that Raya is our number 1 goalkeeper for now.
I think he needs to be spoken to. He's making some comical errors.
Yes, but
he almost committed one against Nottingham Forest.
Yes, but thank God he came back to recover.
I'm sure you know every day is not Christmas.
No. So definitely, considering that we scored 9, he conceded only 1 goal. That was a masterclass. Give credit to Liverpool.
So you are looking at the 4-4-2 formation?
Well, yes, that is what I will want to see. A 4-4-2 formation wherein you'll have the wing, the right fullback and left fullback all adding. But again, you don't change a winning team. As long as the team is winning and there is that fluidity in the ball movement, in the pattern of play, let them play. Ben White knows that the more he gets rest, as long as he's training, his chances will come. We have just played 4 games out of 38 matches. So you have 34 matches to go, minus the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, and the Champions League. So we are talking about over 70 matches that the team has to play overall.
So everybody's going to
get a chance. But for now, let us go with what is winning.
Okay, let us go with what is winning. And the team that is winning, because just like Honorable said, a coach that knows his tactical know-how must maintain a winning team. Now we'll come to that point where we're going to be looking at prediction for the match. And this time we're going to be asking you not only the prediction for the outcome of the match against Atletico Bilbao, which will be taking place on Tuesday night. I also want you to look at, if you think Arsenal is going to win, who are those that
I want to look at Eze as a possible goal scorers. But again, the Spanish crew there, knowing their players well, might just bring another surprise. Because again, one ability that Zubimendi has demonstrated in this match against Nottingham Forest
yeah.
is taking shots from a distance.
Yeah.
He tried a second one, which sailed a little bit over the bar. So you see that he has not realized, okay, I can add this to my game. Maybe he'll be making mistakes there, taking shots, which might be premature. But again, it is only when people make mistakes that they correct them over time. So again, if you ask me, I would say maybe goals might come from Gyökeres, Eze, and Madueke. But if the the Spanish crew come in, I will not be surprised. But those are the three people I expect to score in that match.
Okay, from what you just said, three people that are going to be scoring from that in that match against Atletico Bilbao, Eze, Madueke, and who again?
Gyökeres.
Meaning he's talking about an emphatic 3 goals against Atletico Bilbao. So let us know what you think. Do you agree with him? For me, looking at this team selection, I think I want to differ in the sense that I'm going to be looking at the fullbacks, because the fullbacks are the places where we have a lot of competition. Calafiori, Timber have been playing very well. I agree with you from the goalkeeping position, the central defense, the 6 and all that. But the fullbacks, I want to give Ben White an opportunity to play. I want to give Miles Lewis Kelly the opportunity, or better still, let us see how Hincapié can come. Or if he starts Miles Lewis Kelly, Hincapié can come in towards the end of the game. So let us give him game time, because you bought these players at a very high cost. It is important you give them game time so that they gain momentum of playing. Because when you leave a player sitting on the bench for far too long, it becomes a challenge. You start looking out for a way to go out in January, because the World Cup is coming. Every other player that knows his onion want to get competitive, want to give their A game so that they'll be on that train going to the World Cup. So this is how it's been on this edition of Arsenal Fans Being, brought to you by Arsenal Fans Globally. Once again, we want to say our sincere apologies for the break in transmission due to unforeseen circumstances. But I hope next time we're going to treat you better, we're going to get better. But don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe by hitting that notification bell, because it is because of you that we are building a larger community together. From Honorable to me, it is the Arsenal Fans Beat. Until then, it is come on, you guys!